Dear Editor, the Sunday Observer headline of April 19, 2015, Obama's gay play was unfortunate. I suppose it got the desired attention and might have sold some extra papers, but we expect this from a tabloid, not the Observer with its usually high standards in journalism. To write in the article that the president has made it clear that, while he would never indulge in the lifestyle led by LGBTs, is a bit immature way of discussing human rights. This is about human rights and equality, the foundation of modern society, and not about the president or his personal life. Look around and you'll notice most first world countries with advanced economies and wealth have moved forward to protect the rights of all its citizens, not just some. There were many innuendos in the article, such as referring to homosexuality as irregular sexual conduct. When did sexuality between consenting adults become irregular? Sexuality to LGBT is as normal as sexuality to anyone considered heterosexual. It is embedded in the DNA, which no law or religion or science will ever be able to eliminate or change. The article also went on to state that the president was coached for the meeting when obviously he was well briefed on the issues and concerns and how to also identify by name the individuals with whom he met. When one is well briefed, one is informed. If anything, there are many lessons we can learn from Obama's visit. If the president expressed concerns about LGBT rights in Jamaica, he was not the first, nor will he be the last. Obama obviously did not visit Jamaica to impose or push an agenda. He expressed concerns to us as a prominent world leader. We need to get these issues out of the way so we can move on with progress and focus on the things we really should be concerned about, such as reducing poverty, crime, improving education and social services, and getting the economy on track to improve the quality of lives of all Jamaicans. I don't understand why, as a country, as a people, we are so obsessed with all things gay. Educated people learn very early in life to respect others. We learn to leave other people alone so they can live their own lives without fear or prejudice or interference, and this also applies to bullying.